All right, buckle up. We need to talk about Temu. Because Temu told me I could shop like a billionaire, and apparently billionaires buy a lot of trash they don't need at 11 p.m. while eating cold pizza. A few months ago, I was just scrolling through my phone, doing that mindless thumb exercise, and then I saw this ad for Temu. It was one of those where they basically promise you the moon for like $5, and I remember thinking, there's no way this is real. But then, curiosity, right? I downloaded the app just to see. I told myself I'd just look around for 5 minutes, maybe grab one thing as a joke. Next thing I know, I'm trying to get this free something or other, adding a few more things to my cart to hit the minimum, and before I knew it, I had a package showing up at my door, and then another, and another. It wasn't about just needing stuff, but it was about the feeling of getting a deal, even if I was just buying things I didn't actually need. Yeah, that was on me. And honestly, it took me a while to step back and realize what was happening. So today, we're breaking down every trap they use. 1. Free bait. It always starts with something for nothing. You see a pair of headphones or a drone, and the price is just zero. It feels like you found a glitch in the system. You click it, and suddenly you're in. You haven't even bought anything yet, but your brain is already protecting that gift like it's a family heirloom. But that free item usually comes with a catch. You have to add a few more items to your cart to qualify, or it's just a gateway to signing up for something else. But by the time you realize there's a catch, you're already emotionally invested in the win. So you get this little hit of dopamine from getting something for nothing, and it completely overrides the fact that you're about to spend money you weren't planning on. It's not actually free if you have to spend more money to get it. 2. Lucky spin. Sometimes when you open the Temu app, a big colorful wheel just starts spinning, and surprise, it lands on the biggest possible discount every single time. You win a 90% off discount. It's loud, it's bright, and it feels like you just got incredibly lucky. But let's be real, everyone wins that spin. It's funny how we know it's rigged, but it still gives you that little hit of dopamine. It's designed to make you feel like you have house money to spend. It triggers that little part of your brain that loves winning big at the slots, and now you feel obligated to use those discounts because winning and then not playing is basically a sin. 3. Price anchor. This is when they show you an item with a really high original price, like $99, and then right next to it, it says only $4.99. And you're like, wow, what a deal! Because even if the item was never actually worth $99, the $4.99 sale price feels like you're practically stealing from them. Temu sets this fake ceiling so high that the floor looks like a gift, making you ignore the fact that the original price was probably made up by a guy in a basement 10 minutes ago. I bought so many things just because the discount was huge, even if the final price was still more than the item was worth. Basically, it's not about the value of the item, it's about the size of the savings. 4. Timer terror. You ever notice those little countdown timers? It's everywhere on Temu, like all the time. It's usually red, it's always moving, and it's telling you that this lightning deal is about to vanish. You see it and you think, oh man, I better grab this now or I'll miss out. And then you go back an hour later or even the next day, and surprise, surprise, that same thing is still on sale, still only a few minutes left. The timer was only there to make sure you never feel relaxed while you're browsing. When you see seconds disappearing, your brain stops asking, is this high quality, and starts asking, can I get this before the time runs out? So you rush, you don't think it through, and you just click buy. 5. Bundle bait. Buy 3, get 1 free, or pair this with that for an extra discount. It feels like you're getting more for your money, and sometimes you are, technically, but because they're grouped together, your brain stops evaluating them as individual objects and starts seeing them as a single deal, which encourages you to buy items you didn't really want or need just to unlock the better deal. At the end of the day, you came for a $2 item, but you're leaving with a $20 box of clutter because these savings looked too good to pass up. 6. Group buy. This is where they turn you into an unpaid telemarketer for your own friends and family. Temu tells you the price is $5, but only if you find a friend to buy it too. I've actually sent these links to people I haven't talked to since high school. It's a little embarrassing looking back. But it's a clever way to make you do the marketing for them, and you do it gladly because you want that discount. Temu makes the transaction feel like a team sport, which makes it way harder to walk away from because now you're letting the group down. 7. Review fog. Everywhere you look, it's like, so-and-so just bought this, or 2,000 plus people love this item, and they show you these little profile pictures of people who recently purchased. You see the sheer volume of verified purchases, and you start to believe the hype. So you feel like, oh, if everyone else is buying it, it must be good or popular. We are herd animals, folks, and when we see a crowd running toward a pile of cheap plastic, we start running too. We don't stop to ask why, we just assume they know something we don't. And Temu creates this wall of positive noise to drown out your natural skepticism. 8. Infinite scroll. There is no bottom to the page. You just keep flicking your thumb and more stuff appears. It's designed to put you in a bit of a trance. I've gone in looking for a phone case and ended up 40 minutes deep into the home decor section looking at glow-in-the-dark garden stones. Without pages to click through, your brain doesn't have a natural place to stop and ask, what am I doing? You just keep scrolling until your phone hits you in the face because you're falling asleep. 9. Daily streak. Temu turns shopping into a game. Daily logins for rewards. You find yourself checking the app every day just to collect your rewards, turning a shopping platform into a daily chore you actually enjoy. They really want you to make the app a habit, even when you have zero intention of buying anything, because, hey, I might as well get my points. I found myself opening Temu while brushing my teeth just to keep my streak alive. Before you know it, those points lead to a discount, which leads to a purchase, which leads to more packages on your porch. 10. Shipping shiver. The live map or constant updates about your package being processing at the airport are designed to keep you hooked on the app after you've paid. You get a notification that your $3 order has cleared customs and you feel a hit of dopamine like you just received a letter from a lover at sea. By keeping you constantly checking the status, they ensure you're back in the app where, guess what, another exclusive wheel spin is waiting for you. It turns the boring wait for mail into a multi-day event that keeps the addiction loop humming until the next box arrives. 11. Refund game. They make the prices so low that if the item shows up broken or doesn't work, you probably won't even bother asking for a refund. Who's going to go through the effort of printing a label and driving to the post office for a $1.20 item? You just throw the broken whisk in the trash and move on, while they keep your dollar. It's a genius business model built on the fact that we are all too tired to complain about a buck. 12. Billionaire fantasy. The whole pitch starts with a lie that feels way too good to ignore. They tell you that you can finally live like the richest person on earth, which apparently involves buying 50 different items that cost less than a cup of coffee. You see a drone for $12 and your brain sorts circuits because you stop thinking about if it actually flies and start thinking about how wealthy you are for being able to buy 10 of them. It tricks your ego into thinking you've hacked the system of capitalism, making you feel powerful for buying things you didn't even know existed 5 seconds ago. So, there you have it. The secret sauce behind how Temu turns your logical brain into a bargain-hunting zombie. It's not magic, it's just really, really good psychology weaponized by absurdly low prices. And honestly, it works on the best of us. Next time you feel the urge to shop like a billionaire, just remember that real billionaires probably aren't waiting 3 weeks for a high-quality plastic egg slicer. So, if you've fallen victim to any of these delightful little traps, let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this breakdown illuminating, or if you just want to see more of me exposing the insidious algorithms that control our lives, hit that like button and subscribe.